over the years, I've been asked many times by people, what camera do I use? They always expected me to come back with some state-of-the-art DSLR camera and all sorts of expensive software. But no, every photo I've ever taken on the website and that Dilys took from the website was by using this camera. This is the old NIKON Coolpix4500, a camera designed for the digiscoping market. Digiscoping only really took off in the UK, and Nikon at one time stopped making this camera and recalled all remaining stock worldwide to the UK. I've had 5 or 6 of these. They're extremely tough and durable cameras, but there's only so much dropping onto a concrete floor that even these can stand. But they were great for attaching to a scope and then taking photographs of birds, and that's primarily why I got it. But this camera also has a really good macro facility, and the results of which are more than adequate for the use on websites. And recently, on this very top here, the top of the purple emperor cage, along with a couple of old leaves and the old NIKON Coolpix4500 and a willing subject in this instance, namely a false scorpion, Neobisium carcinoides, I was able to get up close and personal with this camera and take some excellent shots that I was certainly pleased with. And that's what this video is about. It's me just showing how I take photographs of these various invertebrates. There's no big setup. I'm usually either kneeling on the floor of the yard here or taking photographs on here. And if we have a look at the video, you'll see that I had some, well, what I would say extremely good images of Neobisium carcinoides, and had them for a couple of years, all taken here. If not on here, then on the floor or the little table. But you can always strive for better images. Sometimes the conditions are better. Today's awful, even though it's sunny. I prefer it bright but cloudy. It gives much better light, the blue sky. And so over the next few minutes you'll see me taking photographs of Neobisium carcinoides, and it was an absolute pleasure because it never moved, never even flinched, and that's unusual. Normally they'll sometimes sit still for a few seconds and then they'll just endlessly trundle around or on whatever leaf or piece of bark you've got it on. It's not always easy taking photographs of invertebrates. Many magazine publishers, newspaper publishers and book publishers think it is, and think you can just go out and do it, and within 2 minutes you've got an absolutely fabulous shot for them. They don't realise how long it takes to get certain photographs, especially of certain species. But here you can see a couple of the earlier examples that I had of Neobisium carcinoides, perfectly good, but it was the background or the leaves that they were sat on that I wanted to try and improve on. And dead leaves can vary, and so with a few dead leaves, you can see me here taking photographs of this Neobisium carcinoides. She's a heavily gravid female too, and I was quite surprised that she never moved. But this is how I take all photographs. I don't use flash, never have, apart from maybe on 2 photographs, and I just don't like flash. I've always taken photographs using natural light, and if possible bright but cloudy. Yes, you get through lots of images that you throw away, but that's the beauty of digital cameras. You can take and click away to your heart's content. And I've taken up to 100 photographs and only ended up with one that I was reasonably happy with. And so there's always the opportunity to improve on what's gone before and what I've taken before. But as you can see here, I took numerous photographs I'll put about 6 in throughout the course of this video, and I was very pleased with the results.